Okay, guys, this is what Djokovic's father, Srdjan, yeah, okay, what Mr. Srdjan Djokovic said to a Polish TV station. As far as vaccines and non-vaccines are concerned, it is the personal right of each of us whether we will be vaccinated or not. Everyone has the right to decide on their health. Will he publish it? Referring to Djokovic releasing information about his vaccination status. And his father says, I don't think so. I don't know that decision either. And even if I did, I wouldn't share it with you. He has the right to decide as he wants. He then says, it was embarrassing because of the announcement of those leaders in the provinces of Australia who give themselves the right to call out the 9-time champion of Australia, he added. So, Srdjan, his father. Whether he will appear there depends on them, how they will pose. He would want it with all his heart because he is an athlete, and we would love that too. About Djokovic attending the Australian Open. Under these blackmails and conditions, he probably won't. I wouldn't do that, and he's my son, so you decide for yourself. So that's what Novak Djokovic's father said about his son's participation in the Australian Open. And he called them blackmails. So these conditions about forcing the mandates, the forcing of the vaccination status for the players to be eligible to play in the Australian Open. Now let me tell you guys about the announcement of the Australian Open, or the Tennis Australia to be more exact, on the 8th of this month of December, when they announced the list of the players that are supposed to play in the Australian Open in 2022. And we go here on the Australian Open site, official site, and this information came out that Djokovic is on the entry list for the Australian Open, and everybody went like, oh, so Djokovic will play the Australian Open. But I'm gonna tell you now that that's false, because indeed they put him on that list for now, but his official statement and declaration about his participation in the Australian Open 2022 is not yet released. It's not official, and I'm going to tell you why. Immediately I'm going to show you, and I'm going to prove to you that this is not true, because look here, the way they express themselves here in the official statement, in the official site of the Australian Open. They say, for example, about Naomi Osaka, defending champion Naomi Osaka is expected to return to action and will target a 5th career major singles title, blah 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 blah, and also announcing other players. But the key elements and words used here is in fact this is expected. This syntagma is expected. So they're not totally sure. They wouldn't use the words is expected if Naomi Osaka would be 100% sure that she would play, and if she had given an official statement to them regarding her participation in the Australian Open. So why would we believe this about Djokovic? They say here defending champion Djokovic will play for an incredible 10th Australian Open trophy, and the men's record 21st major singles titles, and will be the favorite in the draw, which showcases 49 of the world's top 50, including world number 2 Daniil Medvedev, who beat top-ranked Djokovic in this year's US Open final. But still, Djokovic hasn't announced officially about his decision, because after everybody found out that the regulations imposed by the Australian government and sequentially by the Tennis Australia are that every player that will be eligible in order to be eligible for the Australian Open, to be able to participate in the Australian Open, has to be vaccinated, double jabbed or something, I don't know. Anyway, they have to be vaccinated, fully vaccinated, I guess. I think they formulated it. Djokovic hasn't made public his vaccination status, so of course it's unclear. We don't know if he will participate in the Australian Open. He has to be vaccinated according to their dictatorial rules to be able to play in the Australian Open. He hasn't announced that yet, so this is not official. They just put him there. I think that just for another pressure element, you know, on him, on the whole world, this whole crazy bad situation with this pumped up virus pandemic. So these are the informations, guys, that I had for you, my opinion, my analysis on how the official site of the Australian Open presents things with the entry list of the players who are supposed to play in the Australian Open, but that are not yet sure that will play.